So if you can remember from one of my last videos, I said the temperature's going to drop even further, and it certainly has done. This is absolute bottle ice, this. It is sheet ice I'm riding on. Alright, it's only a small section, but we'll have a look at it in a second. Just have a look at this. Proper ice, it's pretty. I ain't walking on it, but you get the picture. Icy, icy, icy. It's beautiful. Oh, I know it's frosty and cold, but nevertheless, it's beautiful day. Serene. There's no wind. Very peaceful. So I've had enough up to Gorple, top of Gorple, up to the rocks, and I'm going to see how I am when I get to the top and see whether it's worth riding down to Widdup Res. I would just want to see how much erosion's taken place. I've seen a couple of videos where that erosion, it just seems to be washed away down there, and I want to see it for myself. So just out and back. For those that are interested, I'm at Hurstwood, setting off from the Crooked Billet, going up Gorple Lane, heading off up yonder. Big long climb up. Starts off with tarmac, then peters out to gravel rocks. Just a dirt path, dirt road. So while we're having a look up the long climb, you probably notice a different cockpit. It's because I'm on my old bike. I'm on my old commute bike. I made a mistake, didn't I? Last Friday before Christmas, I never washed the bike, never cleaned it. It was muddy, absolutely filthy, but it were, got back from the ride, it were pitch black, blowing a gale, pissing down, and it went straight in the shed. And it was almost kind of the day we were finishing work, or around about that time for Christmas. And then Christmas overtook me to the point where it just stayed in the shed. Anyway, you know what I'm going to say, I come to get it out. The brakes have kind of not seized, but I'm not cleaning up, unfreeing. Mud were frozen on it, chain were, although it weren't solid, it were needed some care and attention. And I thought, well, I knew today was going to be a decent day, I mean, weather-wise. So I put a bigger tyre on this one, just swap wheels over. We'll have a look at that when I get to Gorple. I'm not arguing with that big tractor, fucking hell. Anyway, that's the end of the tarmac as well. We're now onto a dirt road. As you can see, a farm road. It's icy as shit. Does shit get icy? Probably the climb to the rocks, I reckon it's going to take me, at this pace, I don't know, 40 minutes. I think I'm going to be spinning out a lot as I approach them. It's about -1 now, and a bit of a wind picking up here. I said earlier no wind, but here just the slightest of breeze, that wind chill factor starts having an impact on it. Woo, that is icy. Woo. So there's one good thing about it being so cold, frosty, is that the wheels aren't kind of digging in to soft snow. You know, it is grabbing and pedalling. Having said that, I just stopped filming for a second, and it threw me off. Kind of got a bit too hard to pedal. It were kind of they're solid. All that is solid, so the wheel is going everywhere. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Let's get back on the steed. See how we get on. Crunchy, crunchy. Ah, back end now digging in. That back end just dug in. Probably can't see it. Oh, I might give this a miss. Believe it or not, there is some effort going into this pedalling. It's not just a steady pedal, there's some effort going in to keep that traction. I mean, it's hard enough at best of times, this one. Right, well, I made it to the top. Look at that for a landscape. See, zoom in a bit. What a landscape. The sun's going to be in our eyes in a second. It's overlooking Widdup Res. Zoom out. Yeah. So I'm going to drop for a bit a minute. And what we're going to be doing now is heading up that path there to the skyline, but then it kind of drops and climbs again. And the footage from here on in gets a little bit overexposed. The footage we've just looked at there was taken from the camera, which is set on, everything's on auto, and it was just such good footage, that, isn't it? But the rest of this on the camera, I don't know what's gone on. I didn't have the camera set on auto, and that's why it's overexposed. It's just like a whiteout. You can see bits of it, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. I'll run it because you can see like what it was actually like, how treacherous and icy it was. So I'll run it, but it is overexposed. I was gutted about that as well. What a pisser. So the other thing I'm finding as I'm going up here is, if you look, ice, that solid ice here. But the other thing is, I'm walking a minute, the other thing is this here. All that, it's raised up about 3 inch, and it's hard and it's hitting the pedal, so you can't get your pedal going. And I've skidded out more than once. I think we might be calling. See, look, again, it's just skidding out everywhere. I've got to make a call, haven't I? I've got to make a judgment call here. Because, oh, I'm slipping walking a bit. You've got to make a judgment call, and you say, is it worth it? You know, like, I might be able to come down the middle of this, but not pedal up it. It's not so bad if it's got a bit of snow on it. It's got snow on it. You do get just. Whoa! I said if it's got snow on it, it's all right. You do get a bit of grip, and then fucking spun out. I don't think we're going up there. Solid out that. Yeah, I'm hitting it side. If we weren't hitting the side of them ruts, I think I'd manage it. But I don't want to be doing that for 3 miles. You know, stop starts. Where is the enjoyment in that? Oh, you've got to say, is it worth it? And I think not, my friends. I'm going to call it there. I've made an executive decision, a poetic mountain biker executive decision about turn. I do not see the value in it. On my own, hard going, not worth it. You know what, I'm glad I've not gone any further. really am, because another thing, I've got knee pads under this Dirtly J suit. However, the knee pads dropped. More problems with knee pads dropping than anything else. And because it's dropped and it's under the suit, I can't pull the thing up. And this is, you know, one of them kind of conditions where you need that protection. So, yeah, we've called it a day. What would you have done? Way! Oh, caught me. So I figured while I'm here, although I've abandoned that to the top of Gorple, I figured while I'm here, why not climb up and have a look at Mantest, see how that's riding. And there might be a couple of sections here abandoned on this, for the reasons already stated and that may be obvious. Which is grip, knee pads and risk. But you can see the trail, as you can see my shadow. I am sat down, drifting. Come on. Oh, it's peddly. That's hard. Oh. Wow. Can't see the trail here. Where does it go? Bloody hell. I'm not off it. Alright then. We're absolutely digging in. It had to happen, innit? At some point. I ain't going fast enough or risky enough for any serious damage to me or the bike. Now we're all wondering what this steep bit's going to be like. You and me both. It's more sketchy with it in the pedal. How are we going to get on down here? It is surprisingly slow and doable. I'm not pedalling up there. We'll push that. We'll take a look at this and then make an executive poetic mountain bike decision on next steps, whether we roll down it or we abandon it. We'll just have a look. because it's a chute, it's not like a pedal one. Well, I didn't have time for an executive decision. Until another day, my friends. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Until another day, my friends. Adieu.